It is March 2018, and we're in Dolamanga in southern Chad. This is the school, the French and English school. Right at the first is on the, you see it to be the eastern side, would be the two latrines, and then the school starts. Okay, let's go. The first thing we have on this campus is it's divided into 3 or 4 different sections right now, and the first is a main road leading from Dolamanga, out of Dolamanga, to connect it to the rest of the world. So we're right on the highway. The first 3 buildings that we built so far are classroom buildings. There's at least 50 or 60 kids in each classroom. And the school has 2 sessions a day. The first session starts at 7:30 in the morning and runs until 12:30. And then the second session starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and runs until 5:30. You can see the buildings built already are made out of mud brick, zinc roofs. And in the middle there, it'll come into view in a minute, is one of our boreholes that we had, or that was bored this year. The problem is this section here, this whole section, the school section, from these latrines all the way over to our middle section of our campus is not walled. So you have people that are coming in, and they've come in and they've got the water and spoiled our pump. So we really have to, one of our primaries is to get this whole section of our campus walled like the other section here that makes us secure. You can see on the water pump there is right behind the tree now. As it comes out from the tree, you can see it back there. Maybe I can zoom in someday and you can look at the pump that needs repaired. Now behind these 3 sections on the front is a huge section in the back for gardening. But we want to take this section, the middle section that's walled now, that was going to be an orphanage, but we've had political problems and everything else. What we'd like to do is make this whole section here a drip irrigation farming section and grow organic foods, which will support the school and the children at the school. It's a day school, so we don't have boarding at all. You can see everything's made out of local materials, and that includes you know, all the buildings and everything. The only thing really that's imported is cement to add to the mud and straw bricks, and the plastering of those bricks to make them waterproof. Now this middle section, like I say, is going to hopefully be a drip irrigation farming, and then the third section over here at the western end is our church building and our pharmacy. The Hope Springs organization, which is an NGO in Tennessee, has built this pharmacy on our land, and it's a great service. Behind the church building, you'll see the blue doors. Those are the 2 latrines for the church building. So we have 6 latrines on our land. We have 2 for the school, 2 for the church, and 2 for the clinic. The clinic itself, this is our church building here. Behind the church building, you can see plenty of land back there in the back that we can use for our farming. And we've separated the church from the drip irrigation farming plots. Our church building, our members are about 350, and then they have the clinic, the Hope Springs Clinic. You can see the container, one of the 20-foot containers they brought in. They first built the clinic itself, the small building there, and then they built a longer-term patient building on the end. All of this now is walled, all the way back to about 2/3 of a the total amount of our land. So back behind this, and back behind our church, and our drip irrigation farming and our school, back behind all three of those, we'll have a secondary school that will build downstream. You can see that it's coming up. It's really coming up. Just slow but sure, but like everything else, it's pretty well dominated or regulated by the funds that we have. Now there's two boreholes in that compound there. One recently that they built for the board for the church, and the original one for the clinic. And in the middle of our compound, in our drip irrigation farming section, we have a borehole too. Now you can see how the land goes back through. The wall goes back to the back there, and behind that we can put a huge garden plots and our secondary school.